Welcome to Matheti in English, Episode 7. In Chinese cuisine, there is a very famous and authentic dish called 梅菜扣肉, braised pork belly with preserved vegetables. It's a very delicious dish, but that requires a lot of elaborate cooking techniques. So today, I'm going to make a simplified version of that dish, braised pork ribs with preserved vegetables. The ingredients are very simple and easy to find. We just need preserved vegetables and pork ribs. As aforementioned, unlike the authentic version, the following cooking steps of this version requires no deep frying or steaming. There are two kinds of preserved vegetables, salty ones and the sweet ones. But the sweet ones are not exactly sweet. They are also a little salty, but a little bit sweeter than the purely salty ones. Leave the preserved vegetables in brine for 30 minutes. Then set aside. Defrost the frozen pork ribs in the fridge the night before cooking. Wash the pork ribs to remove impurities. Then drain the pork ribs and dry them with kitchen towel. Set aside. To marinate the pork ribs, we will first mix in cornstarch. This could make the pork ribs absorb the marinade better. Later you will see for sauce reduction, you don't even need cornstarch slurry, as you have already added cornstarch to the pork ribs. I prefer using my hand to mix the cornstarch with the pork ribs. Mix well until the cornstarch is not visible and the mixture is kind of tacky. Then we could start marinate the pork ribs. Trim off excess fat where necessary. First, add in soy sauce. Mix well. Add in rice wine. Just for the newcomers to know, I always put my recipe in the description box below. After mixing, add in white sugar. Mix thoroughly and add in white pepper. Mix well again and mix in sesame oil. As we add in cornstarch first, you can see there is no liquid left at the bottom of the bowl. This is a sign showing us the marinade has been well absorbed by the pork ribs. Marinate the pork ribs for at least 20 minutes. Then prepare some simple vegetables like ginger slices, garlic, and the stalks of scallions. After soaking the preserved vegetables in brine solution for 30 minutes, most of the grits are removed. Then rinse the preserved vegetables a few times and twist to dry. Chop the preserved vegetables into small pieces. I usually would discard most of the stem and the rooted ends, as those parts are a little tough for me. Set aside the preserved vegetables after chopping. Add cooking oil to a hot wok. Swirl the wok to distribute the oil evenly. Pan fry the pork ribs on low heat for 1 minute. To avoid overcrowding the wok, it's better to pan fry the pork ribs in 2 batches. After pan frying for a minute, flip the pork ribs to the other side. Pan fry the other side for another minute. If we cook the pork ribs on low heat for a full minute, they should not stick to the bottom of the wok. After pan frying each side for 1 minute, we could remove the pork ribs from the wok. If we apply the right amount of heat, the pork ribs should easily turn golden brown. Remove the pork ribs from the wok and set aside. Next, we are going to remove the moisture in the preserved vegetables. Stir fry the preserved vegetables on low heat for a few minutes until they become light. Then we could add some seasonings. First, add in some white sugar. No worries, I did not turn the heat up. The steam is just the moisture evaporated from the preserved vegetables. Then add in some dark soy sauce. Stir well. When the preserved vegetables become evenly colored, remove them from the wok. Set aside to cool down. Wipe the wok clean. Heat up the wok and add in some cooking oil. Swirl the wok a little to distribute the oil evenly. Put on high heat. Add in some ginger slices. Honestly, you only need 5 to 6 ginger slices. I know, I always add more than necessary. Saute the ginger slices until they are fragrant, then add in the stalks of scallions. After sauteing for some time, the scallions will become soft. I just need them to infuse the aroma into the oil, so I will remove them later. Then add in the garlic. Now I would remove the scallions, since they do not look good after becoming soft. Until all veggies become fragrant, return the pork ribs into the wok. Stir fry to mix well, then add in some oyster sauce. Come on, oyster sauce. Did I just use you up? Stir well. When the pork ribs become evenly colored, add in the rice wine. Now the kitchen should be filled with all the nice smell, then add the preserved vegetables back in. At this stage, we have completed all the laborious work. Time for the easy part, braising. Pour in hot boiling water. The amount of water should just cover the pork ribs, but not completely soaking them. Use the wok turner to move the pork ribs a little. Ensure every piece of pork ribs should at least touch the liquid. Then add in rock sugar. For a nicer and slightly darker color, add in the dark soy sauce. This is to give the dish a better and deeper color. When the pork ribs become evenly colored, mix in hoisin sauce. There are recipes called for sweet bean sauce instead. I prefer using whatever is available in my pantry, so it's really up to you. Mix well again, then turn the heat down and put the lid on to braise the ribs. After around 12 minutes, open the lid and use the turner to mix again. You can see the amount of liquid has been reduced already. Taste the sauce and adjust the seasonings accordingly. Then braise for further 15 to 20 minutes depending how the sauce is reduced. Turned out I braised the pork ribs for a total of 27 minutes. When the sauce has been reduced to the desired consistency, turn off the heat, plate up, and the dish is done. Don't even leave the last drop of sauce in the wok. The sauce tastes so good with rice. Yay! Another yummy dish is done! See, the dish is so easy to make. Try making it sometime. I'm sure you and your family will like it. Please comment, like and share this video. And remember to subscribe to this channel for more upcoming videos. So until next time, bye bye!